We're starting
Starting what?
the show.
Oh, man.
Yep. Yep.
Oh. You know, all this space talk has gotten me really sleepy.
The only reason you're space talking is because Elon made a comment about sleep, so now you're watching all of Elon's Twitter feeds.
I'm pretty sure Elon is watching,
I'm pretty sure
and he's
he's
a
not.
big fan.
Yeah. You can tell yourself that.
No, he's a big fan. I gotta, and you know, we're gonna have a lot of sleep for speed.
In case you guys don't know what we're talking about, Elon Musk tweeted several times about sleep and...
Well, now he's a sleep expert. So it was on Twitter, and it was evidence that he is following us and he's watching FishBowl.
Or he went to a doctor that helped him with his sleep.
No, I think that he Googled sleep and maybe heartburn.
Uh-huh.
Or maybe sleep, and we came up in his feed, and because we're using his name and sleep, that the algorithms would have connected us. So we've been connected by the algorithms and the AI, and he's like, I'm gonna quote this sleep experts.
Or he went to a doctor. But either way, whatever.
We're gonna share his advice, and we're gonna talk about it in this show, along with all kinds of other sleep.
Elon, if you're watching, thank you for watching. Elon, if you're not watching, thank you everyone else for watching.
So now you can tell the difference and live well. A box spring from a memory foam. Now you're gonna take one home. So you can change and finally take control of what you learned on FishBowl.
Hi, I'm Javier.
And I'm Melanie,
And this is FishBowl.
and we talk about sleep and space.
No, it's our weekly get-together with you guys to talk everything sleep, everything mattress shopping, furniture shopping, and healthy eating and the occasional...
Science of sleep and space.
Yeah.
I'm really going that is the future of sleep, and we need to be right on top of that and ahead of that. So I'm starting my planning now. I'm starting my homework right now.
So tell us all about the Elon thing.
Well, Elon just recently tweeted this, and we'll put up a cover of it. So he's recommending 3 inches or 5 centimeters to raise your head. So we're gonna review some helpful tips tonight on adjustable bases. We're gonna work that in because that's a really good sleep tip. And if Elon says it's true, it's gotta be true.
I thought he was living in a little small house. How's he getting an adjustable base in there?
We've got some that fold.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They fold up.
Yeah, we do. We do. Yep, we're also going to be talking about questions that you guys ask. And we're going to be talking about how our week went.
And we're going to be talking about the universe because we are looking at some great images from the Space Webb Telescope. That's what's got me all fired up. I have been wearing space pants all week. I do. I have these space pants. I think this is the only way to show everyone this. Now, they're a little bit blurry, but that's because I think the original image was taken from the Hubble telescope. So I'm looking forward to having some new space pants in HD, because all of these images that are coming out from deep space and those deep fields is like HD. Because the Hubble was, it wasn't actually made properly. It was like it had the wrong prescription. Like if you get a prescription for your eyes and it's the wrong prescription.
Not true at all.
That's why all the photographs were.
It was older technology, but what are you going to do?
No, really, they got it up there. They had the wrong thing, I'm sure.
Anyways, we're going to cover that, I guess. And we're also going to talk about how the week went, because I was in Carlsbad all week. How did your week go?
It was good. I think it was a little bit slow. It's kind of like a slow after the 4th of July weekend. I would definitely say it's been a big slowdown.
It's different because we were going, and then we slowed down a little bit, and now we slowed down a whole lot. It's just the way it's going to be for a while the economy adjusts. Gas prices are actually going down, so that's a good thing. But yeah, it's that time. So we just buckle down and we pivot how we need to pivot.
And we just learned about all of the new space stuff going on.
Evidently,
That's
that's
really
what she did
exciting.
while I was gone all week. The rest of us worked.
There was also an explosion on an engine that was really exciting. So that happened.
She really watched too much NASA stuff or SpaceX stuff. With that, I'm going to go ahead and ask the first FishBowl question. All right, so FishBowl is all about answering the questions that you guys have throughout the weeks. Our customers come in, they have questions. This show is our answer to those questions. That way, we're not just helping one person while they lay down and check out the beds. We're helping all of you to learn how to sleep better and how to shop for mattresses better. So today's first question is...
You know, that telescope is huge. It's got 18 mirrors.
18 mirrors?
And did you know each one of those mirrors? Because it looks like a big honeycomb floating out there in outer space. But it's 18 mirrors. And each one is like its own camera.
Wow.
And then it was super awesome. It had to unfold in outer space. I mean, this web thing is big. I mean, if you don't know about it, they've been developing it like my entire life, like since the 90s, 80s, 90s.
Wow.
It's been in development and it's finally come to fruition. It's amazing technology.
Wow. Just, they could have sent a cell phone and get better pictures. All right. So today's first question is, has anyone fallen asleep while testing one of your mattresses?
Yes, actually, Laura has.
Several customers have fallen asleep.
I know some by name.
Yep.
I would definitely say that has happened.
Many times.
And we just let you enjoy it. The first 15 minutes are free.
The first 15 minutes are free. After that, there's a charge. Yeah. No, I've come back from bank runs and found customers snoring in beds. I've had a wife that just stands there and laughs while her husband just immediately fell asleep. Yeah, we've had some interesting situations.
Sometimes people come in sleep deprived. Like you are really hurting. Like either you're going to buy a mattress because you've been thinking about it for a long time and you've been saving up, or maybe you're coming in because it has gotten that bad.
Right.
Like you are like, I cannot sleep another night. I hurt so much. I've got to put an end to this. Help.
And
like that happens too. And then they're like, oh, this feels so good.
And they really do fall asleep. I mean, because we do ask you to lay down on a mattress for 10 or 15 minutes because we want to make sure that it's good for you. And during those 10 or 15 minutes, if you're sleep deprived, you're out like a light. Yep. I know she's fallen asleep on a mattress. She doesn't think I caught her, but I caught her.
That's part of like working here.
Not napping. Napping is not part of, no.
It's trying the product. It's trying the product.
No. All right, it is time for Mel's Crazy.
There's an apostrophe there. There's
nothing but Mel's
an
Crazy.
Apostrophe there. You know, I've never used a professional telescope ever in my life. I've been thinking about that. I mean, I have kind of like if you go to a museum, but I've never really owned a professional telescope, and John's been thinking about buying one. I think that's something I'm going to have to look into.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, yeah.
You
All
didn't
right.
ruin it, though. This shouldn't ruin the pun. All right, so what is your hypothetical today?
My hypothetical is, okay, so we're looking out. We've got all those weird images coming back. Some of them we've kind of like, you know, we're like, oh, that is so cool. That is definitely a new galaxy. There's some that are kind of like warped because the light as it was coming to us got warped by gravitational pull. There's all this science stuff happening. But they are going to be going planet by planet, and they've set their sights on a constellation that has planets. And this constellation, it has 8 or 9 planets on it, and like 4 or 5 of them, you know, I'm sorry, don't quote me here, but they are within the realm of like livable conditions from their sun.
Wow.
Like if they were to mimic our conditions, they've got several that they're going to be looking at over this next year, right?
Cool.
So this is super awesome. And let's just say that life is discovered on one of those distant planets. Okay. And let's like jump ahead into the future and say that we are going to now present them with something from Earth. What is the first thing that we give these new life forms to show that, like, what would be the first thing we present to them?
Peanut butter.
Peanut butter.
Peanut butter.
Why peanut butter?
I love peanut butter.
You'd be like, we're humans, and here's a bunch of peanut butter.
A thing of peanut butter and a spoon. And if they're an intelligent race, we will know, or they will immediately figure out how to get it from the top of their palates. If they're not intelligent, then they'll be stuck like this. Ow. That's the way, that right there is how you rate the intelligence of another species.
It's based off if they can consume. What if they're allergic?
That's a problem.
Allergic to peanut butter.
I hadn't thought that through.
Well, they probably don't need to eat. So I would give them, I thought you were going to say a book, because you say a book for everything.
I do, and that you guys are expecting that now, so I'm throwing you for a loop. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think I might present them with some sunscreen, because maybe they haven't thought of sunscreen. I think that's a pretty good invention.
Peanut butter. I mean, okay, so in Close Encounters, they play the music, and then the aliens repeat the music, and you don't really know if that race is intelligent. If you gave a person a spoon of peanut butter, and they got it in the palate of their mouth like a dog does, and they're going like this, that's a problem. How are you not seeing this?
Well, I mean,
It's a scientific test.
I don't know. Some people say that people aren't very smart if they don't brush their hair out, but maybe they're just geniuses. Like maybe because Einstein, his hair was all crazy, you know, and it's just, maybe he just didn't have time to brush it out. My hair's kind of stuck like that today a little bit
Yeah.
from the wind.
There was no wind. There was wind like 4 days ago. What does that tell you? All right, with that, we're going to take a
dear.
break. We'll be right back.
From Live Well, and I'm the host of Unique in the Boutique, where I bring you interesting items for you in your home, from soaps to lotions, from pajamas to socks. I bring you our best selections from our Live Well boutique. Please join me every Monday night for our new release of Unique in the Boutique. You can join us on either our YouTube channel or on our Facebook. I look forward to seeing you.
All right.
Hey, so some of those galaxies have collided with one another. They're like, we're actually seeing a fossil record. This is everything that you're seeing in those images is, you got to think of it like a fossil record of that event.
Light years away.
Because it's light years away. It might be 40 light years away. It might be 100 billion light years away, 13 billion. But that is an event that happened, and we're just seeing the infrared image of it. Kind of like if you look into that light and then you close your eyes, and you got all that light stuck in there, and you can kind of make it out.
It's nothing like that.
But what would you call if a telescope? I can't see nothing now. What would you call it if a telescope ran into a microscope?
I don't know. What?
A kaleidoscope.
Oh.
I was thinking about that one all week.
I'm sure you were. All right. Our second question of the night.
Yeah.
If you would like, or if you have a question that you would like for us to answer and research for you, please email us at info@livewellfurnishings.com or drop by the store and ask us the question, and we'll put it on air for you. All right. The second question is, and this happened to us yesterday. I don't know if you saw the conversation on Swell, but someone from Las Vegas wanted to buy a piece of furniture.
Las Vegas, New Mexico, or
No,
Las
Vegas, Nevada.
Nevada, big.
And I had to
Las
tell
Vegas.
them, no, unfortunately, we're not set up to ship furniture yet. So why are we not set up to ship furniture nationwide? Do you know?
Oh, well, I guess because we need to have a carrier.
We'd need to have a carrier, yes. We'd also
And-
need to rework our pricing.
Oh, yeah, the pricing, because we'd have to really inflate it
Yes,
to cover
yeah.
for the transportation costs.
Yes.
And,
Yeah.
and they're already inflated. So right now,
It would be a bad move. In my opinion, it would be a bad move because then our pricing would be a little higher. A little
Yeah,
high.
I don't think we have the volume to do that. I
Right.
think if we had more volume, it would make up for the. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
volume issue.
Yeah, it's a volume issue. It's also a carrier issue. Trying to find a carrier right now in the way things are in the shipping industry, probably not a good thing. So I apologize. I know I apologize to this person, but we just aren't there yet. It's coming. I'm sure it is. There's got to be a way for us to do it. I know that I think about it on a constant basis, but right now, monetarily, it just isn't feasible because we try and keep our prices pretty agreeable, and that's keeping us from actually being able to add a shipping cost on top of it. So yeah, okay?
Okay.
All right. It is time for your item of the week, ma'am. What do you have today?
Hey, do you know what money is called in outer space?
I should know this. Starbucks.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Okay, repeat your question.
Item of the week.
That was really nerdy the way I said.
Repeat your question. Please tell me what is the question.
Okay, so this really happened this week. Okay, you want to talk about what happened this week?
No, I actually want to talk about the item of the week
So, I'm
because that's what the name of the section is. Item of the week.
Wait, I just remembered. Okay, so here I am consolidating my student loans. And we are trying to contact my name on file. And the state loans has my name right. But the federal loans, guess what my last name was?
What's your
This
federal?
might be why I'm talking like a robot.
What is your name?
Because they kept saying, we can't find you, ma'am. And I'm like, I have student loans. There's a lot of student loans. Like, please find them. Like, they don't just go away. They pulled it up under my social security number.
Mm-hmm.
And my last name was spelt like this. PP22KEILY.
Melanie.
So, PP22. So, now, I don't know how that works with federal loans, but for the last 10 years, they haven't been able to find them. Is that my fault? I don't know. It's kind of like I can't find the item of the week, which is right behind
Oh,
us.
look, there it is.
And so we have just gotten a huge shipment of Maloof pillows.
48 of them.
We just had a question today. A friend of mine was asking, hey, do you have a pillow that is good for my neck? My neck is just hurting. It's just not doing any justice. I can't stand it anymore. So we have the shoulder CarbonCool OmniPhase pillow is one of my favorite side sleeping
It's our
pillows.
fastest moving pillow.
It's our fast. Now it does have technology on one side of it, which is cooling. If it's too cold for you, you can turn it over onto the other side. It's got all these great properties. It's antimicrobial.
Keeps your neck from hurting.
It's just wonderful. It keeps your head in a 90-degree angle, just like this.
It's a mid-loft, so it's perfect for your average shoulder width, and it's also super soft, so it's good for side sleepers. It's actually good for back sleepers as well.
Yeah, we love it so much. So we just got a huge shipment of LT CarbonCool shoulder pillows. So definitely follow us up on that. We have been out of stock for a little bit, but now it's kind of
Got them back in.
ball is rolling. So that's awesome. And then we have probably 10 other pillows for you to choose from. We have a whole pillow gallery.
Yep, the pillow.
Ooh, a pillow gallery.
Yep,
I'm going to start calling it that. That's
The
good.
pillows are coming back in stock. Not all of them yet, but the majority of them are here now, and we are ready to serve you with them. All right, good. All right, it is time for our second break, so we will be right back. Bye. that sound?
I don't know. It's kind of quiet. Tonight it's kind of weird because there's nobody here for the first time in a long time.
Yeah, I'm not used to the silence.
I think we have a problem.
What is our problem?
Well, our employees keep hanging out with us.
They don't
After
leave.
work.
They don't leave. Yeah.
Now, tonight is different because we actually asked them to leave.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Kelly's not here because he had other responsibilities tonight. We're filming on a non-normal night.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm glad that they finally left.
Yeah.
I was afraid they were going to stay.
Everybody's been staying. Like, they get off. Okay, case in point, Lyle got off at 2, and we got rid of him about 5:30. And what?
Gavin got off at was he done by 3?
He was done about 4. Yeah, he was done about 4 and didn't leave till 6.
Well, they were just hanging out in the back.
Yeah.
Working on a motorcycle.
Yeah, and then Lily yesterday
Motorbike, a mini motorbike.
Lily didn't leave until late yesterday either.
No,
so.
but they clock out and then they just keep hanging out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We got to get rid of them.
One time I walked in and Lyle was asleep in one of the recliners in the office because we have office recliners.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it was really quiet. And then I come in and he's just snoozing. I think that people like hanging out here.
I think it's me. All right. With that, we're gonna go to the third question because questions are good. Okay. Oh, this one happened to you.
Okay.
I don't get off work till 6 p.m. and you guys close at 6 p.m. Is there a way that I could meet someone there later?
Oh yeah. We can do appointment.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We get this all the time, and unfortunately, closing at a later time in our communities, it's not feasible.
Right, if we always kept the store open later, no.
It's not feasible because then the payroll just wouldn't make sense because hardly anybody wants to shop that late. But
that's because all the restaurants are closing early too.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. But if you guys want to come in and shop later, give us a call during the day. We'd be glad to meet you here. It's not a big deal at all. Mm-hmm. In fact, it wouldn't be a big deal at all. But
so the average time it takes to go through a quote and a fitting, definitely it's going to be an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So even though you will try to come in and be like, oh my gosh, I've only got 15-30 minutes to be here.
It's not a good idea.
It's not a good idea. Just maybe an hour and a half consultation for that, because then we can cover all of the bases, give you a good experience, and definitely if you wanted to schedule for an after-hours appointment, that is definitely just fine.
There might be margaritas, beer, or wine involved too.
I didn't say that.
I did. All right, what do we have after this?
Depending on the purple.
Well, that's true too. That's true too. It would be your choice, not ours. Okay, it is time for Stump the Chump.
Stump the Chump.
Do you have good questions this week?
Well, before we get into that,
okay, what do we have?
I definitely, because it's better safe than starry, to start with something funny, to get the juices flowing.
Better safe than starry?
Okay, we're going to figure out your
painful
royal space name.
A royal space name.
Mm-hmm. So it's going to start with Lord or Lady.
Okay.
Are you a Lord or a Lady?
I'll take Lord.
Okay. What is
for
your
500.
Pet's favorite name?
My pet's favorite.
Oh, no, your
my
favorite
pet's favorite name?
Your
I don't know. I've never asked him.
No, your favorite pet's name.
My favorite pet's name of all time or now?
Not your pet name.
My pet name? Oh, we don't want that.
No, I mean, if you have a dog or a cat, what's its name? Your favorite one.
My favorite pet's name.
Yeah, it goes
No,
after
my
Lord.
favorite pet name. My favorite pet's name. My favorite pet right now, his name is Buddy.
Lord Buddy. Okay. What was the last thing you ate?
The last thing I ate, pretzel.
Was a pretzel.
So Lord Buddy pretzel.
And what was the last thing you bought?
Gas yesterday?
So you are Lord Buddy
Pretzel gas.
pretzel of gas. That kind of didn't work.
I liked my pet name better.
Okay, so I would choose Lady
I would hope so.
Tesla. Well, earlier today it was better because I had eaten tamales, but now it's Lady Tesla
Pretzel.
pretzel of pepperoni pizza. I did buy a pepperoni pizza.
Yeah. How unfortunate that it's time for Stump the Chump.
Okay, Stump the Chump.
Yes.
I have question number 1.
Oh, thank goodness.
What if I can't afford an adjustable base? What can I do? Okay, because we're going to be talking about adjustable bases here. We're selling adjustable bases.
Wouldn't that be a fishbowl question?
For adjustable bases.
Wouldn't that be a fishbowl question?
Don't put it in the
No, I'm going to answer that. I'm going to answer that, though. That's a good question.
It does sound like it's not really a Stump the Chump.
Yeah.
It does sound like
Yeah.
more like a customer
Yeah.
question.
No, it does sound. No, but for real, it's so if you didn't have the funds to buy an adjustable base. Now, the fishbowl answer would be we have financing, blah 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 blah. Okay? That's the fishbowl answer, but Stump the Chump isn't about being advertising, it's more about educating. So
Exactly.
if you don't have the funds for an adjustable base,
What's a
I
good temporary
would
fix?
consider putting pillows underneath your body to lift your entire body, not just your head.
We
a certain
sell
degree.
wedges.
Wedges, yes, a wedge pillow or several pillows just to lift your body a little bit. A better diet. I don't
Do
know.
they make things that go like under the feet of the bed, under the frame, that
Yes,
can just invert
yes.
it? Like they look like square foots.
Pylons.
Okay, and maybe you can put the head of your bed on that temporarily just to raise it, because like Elon's saying, maybe just 3
Did
inches.
you really just do that?
Or 5 centimeters.
Did she really just throw?
So I think you don't have to like go the full out, but even if you can just raise it up just a little bit.
Dr. Musk
So,
throws out one tweet and all of a sudden he's, oh!
of course. So,
Her man
that's-
crush is annoying like 99%.
but that
of the
doesn't
time.
like. But if you have all the money in the world, you should, or not, because some of them they come in different price ranges, so it can fit within your budget, and there's different ways of getting it. But but you got to be careful with that because you don't want it to fall off of that. So there may be some safety precautions there. But I do like the pillow idea.
Yes.
We're just talking 3 inches or 5 centimeters.
Yep. Her and her.
I'm working into his algorithm.
Yeah,
that is
I know
my
what you're
plan.
doing. I know
I
what
am
you're doing.
working my way. I'm using my words.
Okay, my first question. What are 2 big contributors to heavy nighttime sweating?
Well,
Name 2.
hormonal issues?
Very good. Okay. Such as menopause, such as hypoglycemia, such as
Are you answering my questions?
hyperthyroidism. No, I said you said hormonal, so I'm giving the such as. Now that was one, so I need another one.
Oh, that was funny. I almost gave you a hormonal response. You answered my question.
It wouldn't be any different from daily.
Okay. The other one, ding dong, like we could have that music playing. I would say the temperature of the room.
Very good. Good answer. Yes.
Yeah.
So room temperature, weight gain, and hormonal imbalances. Yes. All right.
Hey, what do you win if you do a space talent show?
I can't read my own writing, so I gotta.
What?
How do you
What
know
do
when
you-
you're getting
okay,
older?
it's-
Watch. This is Mel.
What do you win in a space talent competition? If
What do you
you're
win in a space talent
talented
competition?
in space?
Is this
what
a
do you
Stump
win
the
in a
Chump question, or are you
competition?
just throwing this out?
I wrote a bunch of questions today. What do you call it?
I don't know.
First place in a space competition.
I have no clue.
It's a constellation prize.
What's your Stump the Chump?
Stump the Chump.
Thank you.
Kelly's going to have a horrible time with this show. How can raising the head of your bed 3 inches or 5 centimeters improve?
It's almost painful.
How else can it improve your sleep? Okay, so we're talking about other ways.
Other ways other than helping you with acid
Okay,
and
so
breathing and blood pressure and back pain relief. Everything that we just said in the past 15 minutes. Other than that,
I think we're gonna say you're good on that question.
I think I answered it.
Now you're on number 3.
Okay, question number 2. What type of medications can cause increased nighttime sweating?
Oh.
Yes. What type of medications?
Antihistamines.
What type of
Are we
medications?
talking medications or
What type of
over-the-counter?
medications can cause excessive nighttime sweating? Yes. Go ahead.
Like prescription?
Very good. Now, what kind of prescription?
Sleep medicine?
No. Antidepressants
Oh, okay.
and mood enhancers can cause excessive nighttime sweating.
I didn't know that.
Yes. Mm-hmm. You know why you didn't know that? Because you were busy reading about constellation prizes.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay.
I still am really proud about that one.
Now
Okay.
I'm sure you are.
This is a good question. Oh, thank goodness. I was afraid I was going to be a repetition of, because I had another question that was the same question, just asked
Reworded.
differently. But I'm going in a different route this time.
Thank
Okay.
God.
ADHD is sometimes misdiagnosed in children and adults.
Adults? It's misdiagnosed in adults?
And I have no reason not to be reading this except for it's blurry. Kind of like the Hubble telescope. Okay, ADHD is sometimes misdiagnosed in children and adults due to a deficiency of what?
Sleep?
Yes.
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 Sleep deprivation in children is often misdiagnosed as ADHD.
In
Yes.
school, yes. So
Many
now
times.
a lot of kids, I'm not saying that they aren't
It's actually
accurate,
8 out of 10 times.
but a lot of times, yes.
Mm-hmm.
A child is just exhibiting behavior associated most commonly with ADHD, but it's because of sleep deprivation
Right. So,
over a prolonged period of time.
So the reason for that, can I go into the reason for that?
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
so the reason for that is because children react to sleep deprivation completely different from adults.
Ooh,
They actually
okay.
release adrenal gland release, and that drives them to go crazy. It drives them to go, to move fast, to think fast and everything. That's why ADHD is so often misdiagnosed. But yes, studies have shown that 8 out of 10 of the, what do you call them, when they diagnose them? Yeah, when they diagnose a child, 8 out of 10 times it's actually sleep deprivation, not ADHD.
Now, it can also cross over into adults.
Very
The
much so.
misdiagnosis is not as common.
Right.
But if you are experiencing, problems focusing, some of those,
Can't read your
you're
own
kind of
cards.
worried.
Can't remember that you asked a question 5 minutes before. Oh, I'm sorry. Was I judging? Okay.
Just spit all over everything.
All right. My question.
Laughed so hard. Okay.
Hormonal imbalances like hyperthyroidism and hypoglycemia decrease nighttime sweat production. True or false?
Wait, say that again.
Hormonal imbalances like hyperthyroidism or hypoglycemia decrease nighttime sweat production.
No, that's
True or
false. It would
false?
make it you can have more sweats.
Oh, you remember that one from 5 minutes ago, but you don't remember that you asked the same question 2 seconds before?
You just used bigger words.
I did.
If we use small words, I get lost, but if we use big words, I can understand better.
She can't even read her own writing half the time. All right, that was Stump the Chump. It was fun. She spit all over me. Yay! All right, it's time for your Eat Well to Live Well. Do we have a good Eat Well to Live Well?
We do. This
Yep.
week I am focusing on GERD,
Ooh, GERD.
acid reflux. This is how I know that Elon and I were like in the same groove, because we were both thinking about adjustable bases and acid reflux and sleep quality at the exact same time. I will also mention to you, remember when he did his 2-week hiatus from Twitter, and everybody's like, where's Elon? Before he came back standing next to the Pope, I messaged him and I was like, I told him that we really missed him on Twitter. And then within 2 hours, he came back to Twitter. He was just like, bam.
He must be your biggest fan. With that, we're going to roll to Eat Well to Live Well, because this
Elon
is
is my biggest fan.
getting really painful.
Hi everyone, this is Melanie and this is Eat Well to Live Well. Are you having a hard time falling asleep and staying asleep because chronic or severe heartburn and indigestion has you tossing and turning as you struggle night after night, propping yourself up with pillows until finally you pass out from pure exhaustion? Well, you might be suffering from something known as GERD. GERD is also known as gastroesophageal reflux disease. According to an article published on hopkinsmedical.org, approximately 20% of adults have been diagnosed with GERD, but it can also affect children and infants. The most common symptom of GERD is heartburn or acid indigestion. This may feel like burning or chest pain that starts behind your breastbone and then moves upward to your neck and throat. It may also feel like the food is coming back up or leaving an acid or bitter taste in your mouth. It's important to treat your GERD and to be mindful of the food that you eat. This condition has been linked to other serious health concerns, and if not treated, can lead to breathing issues, coughing, hiatal hernias, and sleep disturbances, and even cancer of the esophagus. Recently, we've experienced an increase in our customers asking for ways to alleviate nighttime GERD or acid reflux. While we haven't pinpointed why the problem seems to be increasing, we know what tools we have available to help you find nighttime relief. Relief from GERD starts with your diet. There are some foods that you may need to steer clear of and only consume in moderation or eliminate entirely from your diet. Foods you will want to avoid are fried foods, fast foods, pizza, potato chips, and other processed snacks, chili powders and peppers, and you'll want to steer clear of the fatty meats such as bacon and sausage and cheese, only to be consumed in moderation. Other foods that can cause some of these problems include tomato-based sauces, citrus fruits, chocolates, peppermint, and carbonated beverages. But hold on, don't worry. There are some foods that can help alleviate your symptoms and help balance out your gut. Those include high fiber foods like whole grains, oatmeal, couscous, and brown rice, root vegetables. Some of my favorites are sweet potatoes, carrots, and beets. Fresh green vegetables such as asparagus, broccoli, and green beans. You'll also want to add alkaline foods to your diet. Those include bananas, melons, cauliflower, fennel, and nuts to combat the acid and neutralize it. Eating foods that have a high water content can also dilute and weaken stomach acid, such as cooked veggies, celery, cucumber, lettuce, watermelon, cantaloupe, broth-based soups, and herbal teas. While diet may not completely cure what ails you, we highly recommend investing in comfort. For instance, an adjustable base is the most effective of the answers we have for you. While an adjustable base can raise your head and body to an angle that keeps stomach acid down and lets you sleep without sudden GERD impulses, let gravity do its work and help you sleeping all the way through the night. Wedge pillows are pillows that lift your head and angle your entire body at a 45-degree angle. Wedge pillows are great for more budget-oriented purchases or in cases where your bedroom furniture cannot work with an adjustable base. For simple and quick solutions, drop by the LiveWell store of your choice and let us help you find relief from GERD and acid reflux and help you get your sleep back. I hope you found this week's Eat Well to Live Well once again informational and inspirational. Please make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel to receive more videos just like this one. Until next time.
That was really good. You even talked about the pillow. I liked it.
I know. Can you believe like all of that front work? It's just all
Front work?
Well, yeah, all of the front work I did for
Uh-huh.
this show
Uh-huh.
to talk about adjustable bases, and we even like dropped the wedge pillow
Mhm.
and the raising of the pillow,
Mhm.
and it's in the video. That was all pre-planned.
Wow. It's like it's.
I was like, I'm gonna make a video, and then I'm gonna talk about it in
You're
the
so
show.
skilled. You're so skilled. All right, folks, we're gonna let you go because this is getting really painful. If you would like to suggest topics that Melanie cover and Eat Well to Live Well, please email us at I can't believe she does that at livewellfurnishings.com.
Then do hashtag Elon is my biggest fan.
Yeah. Anyways, info@livewellfurnishings.com. Please don't hashtag her as Elon is my biggest fan. I actually might do that tomorrow with the video. Just put the hashtag.
Yeah, Elon is my biggest fan. Let's
Yep.
see.
Yep. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.